Hey everybody, it's Stephen Holland with Property Champions Real Estate, and I want to thank you for joining us again for another episode of Homegrown. We're coming to you today from downtown Dothan, specifically Foster Street, and we want to showcase another local homegrown small business here in Dothan, Alabama. And I'm joined today by
Anissa Smith, also with Property Champions Real Estate, and we are interviewing Mrs. Christy Keyton. She is the owner of Naomi and Olive and Bird and Bean Coffee House here in downtown Dothan.
Let's take a look inside, y'all.
Come on. So if you don't mind just giving us a little bit of a backstory about how you guys have been here and all of that.
Well, we have had Naomi and Olive for 6 years. We just celebrated our 6th anniversary in July.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Naomi and Olive is named for my grandmothers. They were Naomi and Olive.
I love that.
And so they were both very special women to me and influenced a lot of my style and my thinking, and they were both very creative, and so I named my shop for them. And then Bird and Bean Coffee House we opened 2 years later, and they're connected. Basically, I have always been in sales and I've always kind of been an entrepreneur. So I had 3 booths at 3 different antique malls.
Oh, wow.
6 years ago or 7 years ago. The shop that I'm in right now, Naomi and Olive, was a little antique mall, and I had a booth in here. That owner decided to retire, and so we bought the building from her, and I consolidated all my businesses into one location, basically. And we've grown a lot since then.
Yeah, it looks great. If you guys haven't been down here in downtown Dothan, please check it out. This store has so many cute things. You can get coffee. She was actually just talking about how a lot of the ACOM students come and drink coffee and study. What are your future plans for the business? Do you guys plan on just, staying local, or what were you thinking?
At the present time, of course, like any other business, we've been impacted by the coronavirus and the pandemic. So we were planning to expand to online, but we've kind of put those plans on hold right now because we're all trying to recover from all the issues with the pandemic being closed and people being sick, and we've been very blessed that we're having a really good year. I feel like we're going to have a great fall selling season, and that people are getting out and shopping again, and so that's really exciting. And there's some new businesses opening downtown, so that's really exciting too.
It is very exciting. Yeah, we definitely are all still recovering from that, so it's amazing that you guys have survived, for lack of a better word. It's awesome. And what have your experiences been? I know you're part of the chamber here in Dothan. What all do you get involved in with that?
They're really helpful as far as offering workshops and things like that. Recently, my manager over in the coffee shop attended a social media event put on by the Chamber of Commerce. That was very helpful to us, and we are trying to expand our social media presence, and so that's been really helpful. They're great for advertising. We had a wonderful ribbon cutting when we opened both of the shops, and they're just so supportive.
Yeah, they definitely are. I love that they are very involved in the community. It's great. If you could give any entrepreneur, any local small business owner any advice, what would it be?
I would just say is to do what your heart is into, because I've been in sales my whole life, but I can never sell a product that I don't believe in. I always say to people, there is nothing in my shop that I would not take to my house and enjoy myself.
Makes sense.
And I have to restrain myself from doing that actually a lot of the time. You want to carry a quality product, something that you can believe in, something that's easy for you to sell, that you don't, and so if you're doing that, if you're following your heart and you have a good business plan and you feel like you're fitting a niche market, then I say go for it. And downtown is a great place to be. There's 2 more businesses opening in the next probably 4 months. And so we just have a fun vibe going down here, and the downtown group is very supportive to us.
So as you can see, we are on the Bird and Bean side of the shop where you can come and enjoy your coffee. And I just wanted to ask you, how you came up with the idea of Bird and Bean and how you decided to pick your coffee. I know we were having a conversation about that. What sets you guys apart from the other coffee shops that are starting to blossom and come up around town?
Well, there is a lot of great coffee available in Dothan right now. When we opened Bird and Bean, we were one of the only coffee shops on this side of town, and I spent a lot of time doing the research for where we wanted to source our coffee from. So we chose a company out of Ohio called Crimson Cup. They are known for their award-winning coffee. In 2016, they won an award from Roast Magazine, which is the industry-wide magazine for coffee, called the Macro Roaster of the Year Award. And so we were really excited about that. Also, there is almost an Olympics, you could say, of coffee, and last year they won the Golden Bean Award, which is the top award at that nationwide event. So the coffee is award-winning coffee, and that's what we wanted. We strive to do a comfortable, cozy setting. We also have a pour-over bar and nitro coffee for people that are kind of coffee snobs.
Yes.
But you know, if you have a coffee shop, you want to have really great coffee. That's why people are coming in, is to get coffee. We also have a local baker who does everything in-house.
Oh, wow.
So it's fresh and it's wonderful, and she's always changing it up. And her Pop-Tarts are amazing.
Well, I love Pop-Tarts. I don't know about anybody else, but I love Pop-Tarts. And it's so cute in here. The coffee smells great. I'm gonna have to get a cup. Again, downtown Dothan. This is a beautiful coffee shop. Has a little bit of everything. You want to get some gifts, shop for yourself, or just drink coffee all day like we do. So again, thank you so much, Ms. Keyton. It was great to interview you, and you'll definitely see us a lot.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
And there you have it, everybody. If you're looking to support a locally owned small business right here in Dothan, Alabama, be sure to come downtown and check out Naomi and Olive and Bird and Bean. So until next time, I want y'all to stay tuned, but definitely go out there, have a great week, support your locally owned small business, and remember, hey, we're always just a call or text away for all of your real estate needs, and we are here to let you know what's going on in the Wiregrass area.